Hello. I got a bit of a sore throat last week, so sorry if this video sounds a little bit raspy, but I want to share with you all the secret to learning to draw realistically. Now, prior to learning the secret, I was never a very good realistic drawer, but when someone showed me this method to unlock the part of your brain that lets you draw realistically, I really took my drawing skills to the next level. So I want to share that secret with you all. Let's get down to it. This method is called blind contour drawing. A contour drawing is a line drawing where there's no shading. The blind part doesn't mean that you're going to draw with your eyes closed. It means that you draw only looking at your subject and never looking at the drawing itself. Finished blind contour drawings will look kind of funky. You can see that they're not completely realistic, but you can also see that certain parts of the drawing do look realistic, and that's because they were drawn from observation, not from imagination. The reason blind contour drawing works is because it forces your brain to shut off the left side and draw only with the right. The left side of your brain thinks in symbols and thinks logically. The right side of your brain is where your pure visual intelligence is. For example, if you were to draw this picture of a cat with the left side of your brain, you would take that image in, and your brain would analyze it and translate it into simpler shapes and lines that represent a cat, but don't look anything like the image that you were actually looking at. Now, if you drew this cat with the right side of your brain, the lines and curves and shapes and angles would flow straight in through your eyes and straight out through your hand, resulting in a drawing of a cat that's completely realistic because every single line, shape, and angle that you saw, you drew accurately using your eyes. Doing blind contour drawings will unlock your brain's ability to draw only what you really see and not any shapes that you're coming up with in your own mind. To do a blind contour drawing, start by putting the tip of your pencil down on the bottom left part of your page. Then, lock eyes with your subject and do not look away from your subject for the entire time that you draw. As you draw, let your pencil flow across the page like a river, never lifting it up. As you draw, let your focus become intense. Let your drawing and your subject become your entire world and tune out everything else around you. Any distractions or pauses during blind contour drawing will stop your brain from going into right brain mode. So let me show you what this process looks like. And first, let me show you a bad example. You can see here, I'm doing a blind contour, but the shapes are very simple. I call these hot dog fingers. That's not what we want. And one reason I'm ending up with those hot dog fingers is because I'm cheating. Look at my eyes. I'm not locking my eyes on the computer screen. I'm looking down at my drawing. That is not a blind contour drawing. You have to keep your eyes only on your object or your computer screen while you draw. I'm also drawing too quickly. I finished this drawing in about 30 seconds, and it should take about 3 minutes to really do a full-on detailed blind contour drawing. Let's try again and see if I can do it right. All right, this time I'm going slower and I'm really observing every single curve, every single angle of the side of my arm, the palm, the fingers, and I'm recording those as accurately as I can. Every little wrinkle. Don't forget about the wrinkles in between the fingers and on the palm. Also notice that I'm never lifting my pencil. All the lines on the hand will connect, so you just keep working your way around until you've drawn every single line. Keep in mind that your goal is not to create a perfectly realistic hand here. My goal is to train my brain to observe those shapes. Look at my eyes. They're locked on the computer screen, never cheating, resisting the urge to look down at the drawing, allowing the information to come through my eyes and straight out into my hand. This is where you're really building up your visual intelligence, by not allowing your brain to look down at your page and add in fake symbols or imaginary lines. This blind contour drawing took about 3 minutes to complete. It takes time to do a blind contour drawing because you have to make sure that you observe and record every single angle, every single line in a very detailed way. Never simplify any shapes and create those hot dog fingers. We want realistic, detailed shapes here. I'm working on that last finger there. That's the pinky. Those are the wrinkles of the palm. Going down into the right side of the wrist. And there is a finished blind contour drawing. That's what we're looking for. If doing a blind contour drawing is the key, well, the key to what? It's the key to being able to do this, a realistic drawing. To do a realistic drawing, I'm going to use my blind contour drawing skills along with some erasing, fixing, and yes, some looking down at the page to fix that drawing. But before I can do that, I have to know that my brain can draw only what I see and not what it thinks. That way I don't end up with a cartoony looking drawing. So in this drawing, I'm using my blind contour skills along with some fixing, some erasing, some checking. And basically, a realistic drawing is a bunch of little blind contour drawings that you connected together accurately, and then you'll end up with an awesome looking realistic drawing. And that'll be our next step. But for today, we're going to make some blind contour drawings where we never look at our drawing, only our subject, and train our brains to draw what they see. So we want to take our blind contour skills from the drawing on the left all the way to the one on the right. Let's have at it.